The following is a fan-based discussion. All properties discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, Hasbro, and Subaraya Productions.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Toku Fantasy League.
Yay!
Yes! We had so much fun the last time.
We had so much fun, and apparently you all did too. Thank you all for the comments and for leaving all your teams.
Yes.
I want to give a special shout out to Go Mighty Morphin Henshin Super Kamen Sentai Rider.
Okay.
They actually gave their team a name.
Oh wow.
Shinpi Tekina Sentai Budo Ranger.
Well,
what is their team?
Let's see. They also gave themselves a mentor, Hikoma Kusakabe from Shinkenger.
right. That's what we should have done. We're adding that next time.
Okay.
Next time we do
They had Geki Red, Ao Ninja, Shurikenger, Ninja White, Ho-Oh Ranger, and Patrinax.
Oh, this was Dream Team or Fantasy League?
This is Fantasy League.
Okay, sorry. Because he had two reds, didn't he?
No.
Oh, Ao is blue. Duh.
Yes.
Aka is red.
Sorry.
All right. This time we're doing Fantasy Toku League Round 1 Kamen Rider Edition. Jacob, because you came with the rules for this, go ahead and explain how this one will work.
This one's going to work where we're going to rock, paper, scissors like we did last time to choose the order. We each get a primary rider, a secondary rider, if we choose so, a tertiary rider, 2 supporting characters, we can choose one if we want, and a villain or villain organization.
You fucked up, didn't you?
A little bit.
Too late now.
The world will never see this cut. Rock, paper, scissors.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Wow. We're going to all have to go
Let's do it again.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I'm first. Fuck y'all.
Okay.
I go second.
Okay, I'm last.
Okay.
So we go this way this time.
All right. So, for my primary rider,
Don't forget to give your reasons.
Yes.
I am going to go with... I'm stuck between 2. Because I didn't think I'd have the option. I honestly didn't expect to be going first. But you know what? I'm going to go with my guns, with my gut. I'm going with Kamen Rider Gaim.
Okay.
He is a...
I'm not really surprised, but
Well,
Me either.
it's like me choosing.
he's super
Marvelous.
powerful.
Yeah, very true.
He's super powerful.
He's a space god.
He's a space god. And he is a very good character. He knows... He is very passionate. He knows when he needs to be aggressive and when he doesn't need to be aggressive. So I think he's a very good protagonist that I can really get behind. So that is why he is my choice. And he's a space god.
And he's a space god. That always helps.
Space God.
All right, Marcus, who you got?
I have 2 guesses in my head.
My main rider is going to be Kuga. I'm going to pick Godai Yusuke.
Fuck! Okay, that was neither of my guesses.
I knew you were expecting for me to do, and I actually had them on my list, but I'm just like, this team wouldn't
Save
work
that one
with
for
us.
next time, maybe.
Yeah. But I freaking love Godai Yusuke. He is amazing. I love his positivity and his thumbs up attitude.
The reason I didn't pick him, because he was on my list too, is that I don't want a main rider who's afraid of using the fullest extent of his power, which I know he can't, but I don't need.
I feel like if the situation legitimately calls for it, like when he fought Dagobah, he'll use it, and he has no problem with using it. It's just the fact that the situation legitimately has to call for it. Plus, he's more or less a jack of all trades, where he can adapt to any situation.
Fair.
So, and he's just great. I love his character.
But Kiwami is also set for any situation,
Sure.
including if he needs to kick a hammer into your face.
It's also true. He's also getting creative world. I can destroy one.
Ah.
Jacob.
All right. Mine's not so much a jack of all trades, but
a specialist.
more of a specialist. But I really like his character. I'm going with Kamen Rider Hibiki.
Oh,
We do love Dad Rider.
I love this guy. He is a great character, very caring, very loving man. He's an older guy, which I really appreciate. I like that he's more mature, he's more experienced, and he keeps a cool head in pretty much all situations.
I'm both surprised and not surprised at the same time.
But yeah, I also love just that amazing suit, and the way he fights is great. I think he would be a great choice.
Yeah, no,
that's
absolutely.
why he is mine. Thank you.
Well, nobody picked W, so we can't do that.
Damn it.
There's always next time.
All right. My secondary writer. You know what? I'm gonna go, and he'll actually be there since in my hypothetical show. He will be in there since the beginning. I'm going with Kagami.
Fuck you.
Katak.
Uh,
I am the king.
Don't you love going first?
I didn't even go first last time, and I got that reaction out of him.
Yeah.
I'm the king of
That's
sniping,
true.
apparently. Katak, because I almost chose Kabuto, but I wanted a better character. No offense to you, but no, not a character. Not much of a character. More of a Mary Jo,
Mary Sue.
Gary Stu.
Gary Stu, the male version.
It means the same thing.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, he has clock up. Duh. He has a tank version and a speed sword version, so he can be both ranged and close combat. So, yeah. And also, Kagami's great.
We love Kagami.
Kagami! Somebody else who has a very high moral standard, and I know will do the right thing if needed.
Now I can't make that joke in my team.
Haha! Fuck you. Your turn. Hope you had a backup.
I did.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
I always do backup. So my secondary writer.
Now, I'm just gonna twist the knife a bit.
Twist the knife a little bit.
God damn you.
You sadist.
I'm going 2 for 2. This is fun.
Yeah.
I picked Axel. Mr. Terry himself.
He was my backup, actually.
Yeah, he's a detective. If anything is going down mystery-wise, he can actually go out and try to find exactly whatever is happening.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, he has connections. Plus, he knows driving Maha. So I feel like if anything happens there, he can call on them.
Also, he does have a speed up version with.
He does
Trial.
have a speed version. He also has a flight version and booster. So, plus, I just like his character. Not so much after he married what's-her-face, but
Yeah, fair enough.
he's still
Alright.
great. I love him just as a person. And
Right.
that's the thing that I was like, all right, if I can't choose Kagami, I'm going to choose Axel.
All right, so
Jacob.
your secondary.
My secondary rider is Kamen Rider Birth, Akira Date.
I mean, he's hot. But that's more of a me thing.
I know.
But I can kind of get that.
I think he's a great character. He is a real team player when he needs to be.
Yeah.
He knows how to play with others. He knows how to use his powers effectively. And also, I like that I have 2 older guys.
True.
I just think it's fun. I just like the idea of 2 more experienced people who are not going to constantly butt heads.
And
act like
Dante's a
and act
doctor,
like-
isn't he?
He is.
So yeah, you got that.
So that's why I'm choosing him.
Fair enough. All right, now we're on to tertiary writers if we choose to. And I am choosing one.
Okay.
I forget her name.
Her?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Uh,
This is a rarity.
Kamen Rider. I'm just gonna say Kamen Rider Peach from Gaim.
Marika.
Because while I have 2 really moral high ground guys, we're gonna need somebody who's gonna need to do the dirty job if needs be.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who has no problem doing something that needs to be done. And the tertiary writer doesn't always need to be a team player. It doesn't always have to be the 3 of them. She can absolutely be either a team player if need be, or go off on her own and get the job done. And not to mention, she gets the job fucking done.
Mm-hmm.
Despite the fact that she died. We're not talking about that. But also she has a bow. More range capabilities.
Nice.
Who is your tertiary?
My tertiary, I actually had a balance of 2 here, but I couldn't exactly pick which one I wanted to go with. So I went with my first one. They're both from the same show, by the way.
Okay.
I went for Kamen Rider Snipe, Mr. Licenseless Dr. Taiga.
Fair enough.
Next aid.
He's a doctor. Plus, as you said, he's range, but he's also, I feel like his personality would clash a lot with Axel, but Godai would be that perfect middle ground for the 2 of them.
He'd be a good peacekeeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, if anything ends up happening, he can at least patch them up. And he has a giant battleship of doom attached to him. So I'm all about giant battleship of doom. And he can back up Teruri with jet combat. So it's just great to have somebody who is a little bit more of a jack of, like a different kind of jack of all trades than Kuga is.
Okay.
Plus, he has
Or like
good,
a queen of a few trades.
but he has a good moral center at the end of the day, even though if he comes off a little bit abrasive at times. Jacob, you don't have a tertiary, do you?
I do not.
So we're going to round back around to you.
For supporting
characters.
Yeah, which means I get both of the ones I wanted.
You can only do one at a time.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay, that's fair. My first one, because I think this character's personality would clash with the other two, with my main writer, my secondary to a comedic effect, but they would still work together. Mm-hmm. I'm going with Ankh.
Nice.
Because, like I said, essentially Gaim and fucking Gatak are edgy from O's personality-wise to a degree. They want to help people as much as they can, no matter what. So I know Ankh will work with them because he worked with Edgy despite their sexual tension. I'm saying that just for you.
I mean, I really don't care.
I know.
But...
And not to mention, I just think it'd be hysterical to have those three together in a room. Mm-hmm. And then Peach in the corner is like...
I don't...
Just like fucking nodding her head. Like,
done with all of this.
Shaking her head, just being done with it. I think it'd be a great fucking setup.
That's a good setup.
So that's my first one.
Okay.
I'll have a second one if y'all won't fucking snipe them.
So my first one is Ichijo from Kuga.
Okay.
Fuck.
Because I feel like, one, he's another police officer. He's basically the secondary writer, just without the suit. Even though, in the manga, I do know he becomes Kamen Rider G1. But he's just a great person. He, once again, has another really strong moral center of what to do. And he knows how to protect people just like Terui would. So I feel like they would get along, like, almost immediately. Mm-hmm. Like, they would do a lot of the footwork. And I just enjoy the thought of the two of them meeting and going out and just doing stuff. And then, of course, him and Godai already get along. So I just think Ichijo would be great as another cop and just somebody as a...
You enjoy being on the other end of this interaction between the two of us now?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Let me just twist this blade.
Just a little bit. No one picked him, by the way. Blade.
Ah.
You need a lot of strength to twist that.
Next,
I am also picking a cop for my first supporting. I wanted a female voice in this.
I feel like I know who you picked.
You probably do.
I feel like I know who he picked.
Partially, I'm a little biased. I think this actress is really hot, but also because I think it's really important that they have a connection to the police force. Mm-hmm. I think this woman's got a good head on her shoulders. She knows what's right from wrong. The show she's from is terrible, but I like her.
Ozawa.
No. Rinko Daimon from Wizard.
Oh, thank God.
Who did you think I was going to say?
I don't know, but I forgot she was a cop.
Sane?
Who did you think I was talking about?
You'll find out when it's my turn. Because I honestly don't... You'll find out when it's my turn.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if he thought the same... I wonder if we're thinking of the same person.
Rinko Daimon has a very strong sense of right and wrong.
Okay.
I think she didn't get her due in Wizard. I would like to see that happen. I would like to... No, you are absolutely correct. And that is why I would like to see her in something where she does. Because her actress did a good job with what little she had. And I would like to see her get her just rewards.
As soon as Phoenix's story ended, her story ended.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, it didn't end as fast as what, Shunpei? His ended
the episode he was in, pretty much.
And then he stuck around like the cancer.
Or 3.
Anyway, sorry to...
Yeah, Riko's a good choice.
Yeah,
thank you.
Okay.
Now then, who the frick were you?
See, I was worried because 1, I forgot she was a cop, and 2, I thought there's no way he picked this one because he hasn't seen this show.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
Oh, are you thinking of Drive?
Yeah, Kiriko Shijima.
Okay, so she's your next one.
Yeah, she is my next one because, yes, I need the connection to the police force. I need somebody who will be able to ring in anybody who's not, taking it seriously when it needs to be. And she is not afraid to kick monster ass if need be without a suit. Mm-hmm. So when you were like this female voice in a police, I couldn't remember any other female cops other than her.
Okay.
I thought of the one that I had on here.
Oh,
all right.
Do you want to wait until you're okay? Because I couldn't remember any other female cops other than her, and I'm like, you motherfucker! He took each. I'm gonna throw this pen across the goddamn wall. You haven't even seen Drive. So yeah, my second supporting character is Kiriko Shijima, from Kamen Rider Drive. And I don't care if she turned into a trophy at the end, she was still badass in my opinion.
She did.
Fair enough. Okay.
Marcus, your second supporting character.
Now, originally, I was going to go with the one that I said earlier, Ozawa from Agito.
Mm-hmm.
But I decided to change it. I didn't mean for this to happen, but I was like, all right, what do I think is a really good supporting cast? And I kept going back to my main writer show.
Kuga.
So I picked Sakurako Sawatari, who was the researcher from Kuga.
Right.
My team needs a researcher, and she is perfect for that role. She translated basically everything from the Garangi for Kuga.
That's fair.
So I'm just like, I feel like she's just perfect because of how smart she is. And having especially someone who devotes so much of their time to being that smart and just going out and make sure to do the research to come up with the correct answer, her being very thorough at what she does and not being afraid of, helping out with the unknown. Because that's basically exactly what she did for Godai, at least at the beginning before she knew who he was as Kuga. So I feel like she is just a great supporting character to have.
Awesome.
You have a second one?
I do.
All right.
Well, one thing that I think our heroes need is a place where they can lay low. A place where they can chat, a place where they can...
I know where this is going.
Do you?
I think I do.
Okay.
Though I was super wrong last time, so let's find out,
We
shall
shall
we?
see. So,
We were both wrong.
they need some... I think, even though I chose some, older than normal writers for my writers...
But there's nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all. And that's why I chose them. And I think they need somebody older still that can serve as kind of a mentor, but also just kind of a guy who they can spill their guts to.
All right, automatically not who. Already know it's not who I thought.
Somebody who they can hang out with and have a good personal connection with. Somebody who has a long history with this franchise. From Kamen Rider the First, Tobei Tachibana. Played by Hiroshi Miyauchi.
God damn it! Right in the feels, you asshole.
I think.
Round of applause for that.
Thank you very much. I think.
Also, the only person so far to go Showa era on our ass.
I was thinking.
Well, this is technically Heisei.
Is it?
It's Kamen Rider the First, the movie.
Oh right.
Not the original Tachibana.
No.
Okay.
This is Hiroshi Miyauchi's Tachibana.
Okay.
But we love Miyauchi.
Which is weird that you picked him because he
only does have one scene in that movie, but it's Hiroshi Miyauchi.
That's true.
I love him. He's a great actor. And I love the idea of these three characters hanging out. I love the idea of Rinko coming into like the bike shop or whatever and seeing these three and them just talking about their adventures and the monsters they've had to fight.
Over a beer,
and it would be great.
Yeah, absolutely. I would watch the fuck out of that.
I would watch it. I want to see an episode of these four characters just talking.
I would honestly watch the
Just
fuck
talking.
out of it. Just do it.
talking.
Anyway. Okay, so now we're on to
But in
villains.
this case, there is a point for sitting around and doing it because it would be awesome because they're all good.
Your villain group.
Your villain or villain group.
Okay, so I'm a bit stuck on this one. The one I want to pick, I don't know if it would work in the context of their lore in comparison to my writers. Like, I don't know if my main writer is physically capable of fighting them. But I think because he is a space god, I can just use that as my goddamn excuse.
You can.
He is space god.
He is space god.
Space god.
So I'm going to pick Kamen Rider Evolto. I'm fucking kidding. Okay. I'm just kidding.
I just wanted to see his face.
I just wanted to see his face. No, I'm picking the Roy Mutos from Drive.
Okay.
So I didn't know how Gon would work on the slowdown, but I feel like with Gattack as a secondary and him being a space god, it would work. Sorry, I just wanted to see your face. And it was everything I hoped for and wanted. But yeah, the Roy Mutos. Also, because Heart was a great villain. At the end, Heart was a great villain. Brain was fun. Medic was crazy as fuck. And overall, they were just a good organization, like a good villain group at the end of the day. With each of their own faults and their own issues. So, that's for me.
Now, I had a couple of choices here. I just changed it. That's what you saw me typing just now. Because I wasn't exactly sure how they would work. Because Neo Heisei's monsters work very differently from Heisei.
Yeah.
Like Heisei Phase 1. monsters.
Phase 1.
So I decided
Excuse me.
to go with something a little bit more brutal,
Ooh.
especially in the way that this show is working.
Agito.
No.
Damn it.
I went with the Orphanox
Fair.
from
Okay.
That's fair.
Like,
You
the
gotta-
reason I'm mostly into doing that because the one after
you like killing people.
that, and the ones like in Heisei Phase 2, post decade, it's just like you have to break something or stop something like the greed or the Dopants.
Break their hopes, like in Wizard or some shit.
Or like there's something separate that you have to break. So a lot of the ones in pre-Heisei, even though I have a secondary and a tertiary from Heisei Phase 2, I feel like you had to go a little bit more brutal because it's just about destroying the monster itself.
That's fair.
So that's why I chose the Orphanoch, because those are some brutal monsters. I love their designs.
Yeah, that's fair.
Even though they're all gray, they're different.
That's kind of the point, though.
I almost said 50 Shades of Grey, but then I remember I'm not a horrible person.
Yeah.
Well, that
Nor-
saying existed long before the book.
Oh, I know, but it's still shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I chose the Orphanox because brutality is basically their name. And I feel like Godai would steadily just not be okay with anything that they're doing.
Oh, no, absolutely.
So, yeah, I feel like at the end of the day...
I think that's actually very, very, very interesting pairing I would love to watch.
Plus, with the fact that...
Be episode 37 every episode.
You have Sakurako, Ichijo, and Axel who can go out and like do a lot of the research and figure out exactly, all right, this person disappeared and now they're back again.
Mm-hmm.
There's something wrong here with the way that they're acting.
Mhm.
So, just based on all of that and everything else that's going around, bam.
Bam. All right.
Orphanoch.
Okay, for mine, I'm going with one singular villain rather than an organization.
That's fair.
He did work for an organization, though. Now,
Utopia.
no.
Ah.
He can bring in some comedy. He can bring in the scares. He can bring in the weird factor. And he is willing to do absolutely anything to achieve his goals, no matter how many people get killed.
Gremlin.
No,
We have standards.
I do, despite what some may think. Dr. Maki.
Fair.
I'm going Dr. Maki. He
Absolutely.
can be absolutely hilarious, but in a split second, that guy can turn and become the most vile, sadistic killer you have ever seen in your life. And that duality is great. I think it would be a good foil for my heroes, and that's why I went with him.
That is fair. So we're gonna do a whole just rundown of the whole list for each of us again, like last time?
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll start with me.
Yep.
I have in my main slot Kamen Rider Gain, with secondary Kamen Rider Attack, and tertiary Mako from Kamen Rider. What was her name? Like Kamen Rider what?
Marika.
Marika. Kamen Rider Marika. And for my supporting cast, I have
Cost.
Ankh and Kiriko Shijima. And for my villains, I have the Roy Mutos. Honestly, I'm more proud of this lineup than I am my Fantasy Sentai team.
It's a good one.
I think I got really lucky because I got to go first.
Now then, for me, for my main writer, I have
Continue.
jealousy.
Yeah.
I have Kuga / Godai Yusuke. For my secondary, I have Axel / Terui. For my tertiary, I have Taiga, aka Kamen Rider Snipe. For my supporting cast, I have Sakurako Sawatari and Mr. Ichijo.
Hey, I have to attack. Who wins?
Ichijo. And for my villains, I have the Orphanoch.
Okay, for my primary writer, Hitoshi Hidaka, Kamen Rider Hibiki. My secondary writer, Akira Date, Kamen Rider Birth. For my two supporting characters, I have Officer Rinko Daimon and Tobe Tachibana, played by Hiroshi Miyauchi. And for my villain, Dr. Kyoto Maki.
I would watch the shit out of all of ours, honestly.
It'll be a fun show.
Yours would be dark but deep and essentially Garo the Kamen Rider. Mine would be a little bit more lighthearted, but has the capability of going back and forth. I feel like yours would just be fun. Just a fun ride of three guys fighting monsters, having beer.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I love how I'm just going through my list here, and it's just like I basically just made Kuga again, but with extra characters.
No shit!
Look, at least I didn't do like he did in our Dream Team one.
And just pick the Gokaiger. Which some people were mad at me for in the comments.
At least you didn't pick 5 reds.
No, I didn't pick 5 reds.
Almost 6.
But yeah, those are our round 1 picks for the Fantasy Toku League Kamen Rider edition. From here on out, we're going to have little caveats to make this a little bit more interesting. Like we could only pick Showa or something like that. That's just an example. It's not something that we might end up doing. But to make this more interesting, so it's not the same thing every single time until we get to the ninjas, we're just going to make it a little bit more interesting by adding little rules.
I just thought of a bad one.
What?
Sentai Fantasy, you have to have at least one ninja on your team.
Or you can only pick from shows that you hate.
And not pink.
Okay.
You can only pick from shows that you hate.
Yeah.
We should do that. We should do that next time.
Only shows that we hate. That's actually not bad.
But yeah, let us know what your teams are in the comments below. Join us on all the things: Discord, Patreon, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, and Patreon again.
Subscribe twice if you can.
But yeah, we'll see you next
It'll
time.
be a thing eventually.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.